Tabletop Spotlight, brought to you by Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy. Hey everyone, I'm AdamHarry from Bella Souls with
Evan from Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy.
We're back with another Tabletop Spotlight. Evan, have we done Stratos before?
No, we have not.
Wait, what?
Wait, we've done the base game.
Okay.
This is the new Stratos expansion.
Ah.
Now, we don't usually bring expansions on here, but this one is a standalone two-player version of Stratos. This is Stratos Light in the Darkness.
Okay, so you said two-player version.
Yeah, so this game, you can add it on to the base game for Stratos, and it actually adds 2 more players. So
2 more slots. Okay,
yeah,
that's cool.
so because the base game was 2 to 5 players, this adds makes it 2 to 7.
2 to 7. Okay.
But this is also a 2-player standalone version.
Standalone. Okay.
Yeah. It adds things like monsters that are roaming around the field and kind of makes it a cooperative aspect to it.
Okay.
And it has smaller boards for 2 players, yeah.
Oh, okay. I like it. I really like Stratos. It was a really unique game.
Yeah.
Really cool tiles and all that fun stuff.
Resource management kind of thing.
Yeah. And now we're getting a smaller version that you can actually add to the base game.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Adds
cool.
a lot of fun things to it.
Let's take a look inside Stratos, Light in the Darkness. Stratos, Light in the Darkness. I'm pretty excited. Like I said,
yes,
Stratos
is actually one of my favorite games, so
yeah.
I'm really excited. I haven't even opened this one up yet.
Oh, well, we're about to.
Yes.
Again, it's the same tile-based stuff that we saw in the previous Tabletop Spotlight of the big game. You get some cards, some workers that you can place.
Yep, and you can see here too, there's big monsters to face, which is really cool because it actually adds a competitive or cooperative aspect.
Yeah, because you got to take out the monsters.
Of course.
For those of you who don't remember this game, it is a tile-based game. You're gathering resources, trying to complete quests, trying to do stuff.
Yeah.
And it's
one
kind
of
an
the
exploration.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's one of the nice parts about it too. Is it's so you can homebrew it however you want. There are scenarios in the rule books that you can play, but if you just want to have an all-out brawl and make your own map, you can do that too.
And you can fight the other players. You can work cooperatively with other players. So it's got a pretty deep pool of things you can do in the game. And this is a 2-player version of that. So,
yes.
Evan, you want to give me a hand here?
There we go.
All right.
We'll go over the rulebook in a bit, but it's not very big.
It's super short.
Most of it, too, in the back is just scenarios. So, really, it's a lot of the same pieces as the base game.
Yeah.
You'll have
again, you can add these to the base game.
Yeah.
And up the player count.
Here is the basic deck of cards. This will have spell cards and also exploration cards. So, whenever you explore, you can find treasures that add points to victory points. We have standees for the characters.
Gotta appreciate the standees. We have a
all
bunch
these
of plastic bags,
which is nice too, because actually the base game didn't come with a lot of baggies, so, they're at least learning something.
Yeah.
D6 and D4, you need these for attacks and actually resource collecting.
Yep, we've got more.
Those are wood.
Resources.
Yes,
these are all
resources.
So we got.
So that's coal or stone, wood.
Yep.
Diamonds, which could be any of the resource, wheats, and spice. Let the spice flow.
You spice?
Not legally.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
What are you talking about?
These are going to be special cards for the monsters, but also like the special terrain pieces, so like the fortresses and stuff like that. Yeah.
Sweet. And then this is one of the tiles where you.
Yeah.
This is one of the boards, I should say, where you place the tiles. You can see it's kind of indented there.
Indented so they don't slide around. One of my favorite parts. And it only comes with 2 because obviously this is a 2-player. Version of the game, so you don't really need more than that. But you can add these because these are the same exact tile things that you get in the base game, so you can add these onto the base game.
Yeah.
Some wood got out.
Yep.
Oh no.
Wood's escaping.
Now here are the punch outs. Let's start off. So here we go. This is actually a little different. These guys are colored differently.
Yeah.
Than the base game.
Because you could upgrade them.
Right. Oh, you know, maybe that's why they did it.
I mean, they have the same stats. They have the same basic stats. Maybe it's just because they're extras.
Oh, well, no, because they have to be different colors because there's different player characters' colors.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's why they're different colors.
Okay, yeah, I remember now.
That is one of the first monsters, one of the new monsters, a Sharubite.
Sharubite. Peaceful damage, doesn't miss. Mages do not recover spirit. Sounds like a jerk.
Yeah, sounds like a big jerk. But you'll have the promotion, and then these are the tiles where... So these are like the fortress and then the mine tile.
These are the water tiles, if you remember from the last game.
Yeah.
I think only the explorers can
go onto them. Yeah, and once you upgrade the explorer, they can actually explore them too. They're the lagoons. They have the big treasures.
Yeah.
But here's...
You can have a monster. Oh,
yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. Very cool. Keep going.
Yep.
So those are those are the archers, by the way.
Archers.
Archers. These are the soldiers that we're about to see. These are the wheat tiles where you can harvest. Oh, look, a kraken.
I wonder what that is.
Right? That's very good.
D4 damage all units. And
I'm sorry.
At range 1 does not miss. Ouch.
Yeah.
Again,
it's gonna grab you. That's why. Yeah.
You actually roll dice based on the level of your
character. Yeah. So for instance,
your troopers.
The soldier, you can roll. I think it's a D6 for damage.
But it's only range 1.
Yeah. And then the archers, a minimum range 2 to 3. And then, but it's only a D4 you roll for the damage.
Yeah, and you can pay to upgrade those.
Yeah. So when we're about to find the peasant, he can harvest stuff with a D4, but if he rolls a 4, he gets nothing. But like a 1, 2, or 3, he gets that much of that resource. But if you upgrade him, then you can roll a D4, and if you land on a 4, you actually get 4 of that resource. But let's keep going.
Yeah, keep going.
Mages. Which they're along with the desert tiles. This is where you get spice from.
Shockingly enough,
obviously.
I wonder where they got that idea from.
Jabberwock's interesting because Jabberwock's actually in the base game. He doesn't have a standee, but he's a card that you can find. Funny enough, I played a base game recently and I died on the very first turn because
Jabberwock got you.
Jabberwock got me.
He's a D6 plus 1 damage.
Yeah, he's a crazy monster.
He's a jerk.
Then we have the explorers.
I want to point this out too. I've noticed this on the water tiles. But the monsters are actually flip tiles too.
Yeah, so you can find them.
Whoops.
Yeah. Just like the Igamot, which does D4 damage, does not miss, and takes 1 resource. It's
kind of jerky.
Also in the base game. Yeah. But he can be found in the mountains. These are explorers. They're my personal favorite because the exploring tiles are fun. Yeah. They give you like special weapons and stuff like that.
Yeah, you get the treasures. And then this is where you get the iron.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Or iron, stone, coal, whatever it is. Yeah. And then last but not least, the last punch out, we have the peasants in the forest tiles and the Grim Reaper. Roll a D6, kill on a roll of 1, 3, or 5. That is nasty.
Odds you die.
That 50, is 50. Really, yeah, that's really nasty.
That is brutal. That's why he's
but interesting though. Oh wait, no, he's here. Okay, I was about to say. Oh, those are Igamots.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a Grim Reaper. Okay.
Ouch.
He's in the mountains.
Grim Reaper in the mountains.
Yeah.
Don't go to the mountains.
Don't go to the mountains. But that's very cool.
Yeah, and again, if you haven't played the base game, this may not make a ton of sense, which is why we're going to go with the rules.
Yes.
But if you have played the base game, this should all look really familiar to you.
Yeah.
And it just adds 2 more player slots, which is awesome because it's a really fun game.
Yeah. You want to go over those rules then?
Yeah, let's grab them. And I mean, Evan's played.
Yeah.
I've gotten a little bit of some games in here, so I can talk about it. But yeah, it's basic rules. You want to go over those?
Yes. And we're good at framing?
Here we go. Go for it.
How to win. I love it when it's the beginning. We both love that.
Yep.
Setup. Now, each of these characters, part of your tribe, they have little slots where you can put stuff like if you promoted them, their health, or their spirit, stuff like that. Spirit, of course, is wizards. They have spirit to cast abilities. Now, we'll go over how to hoard resources, defeat enemies, cast spells, and find treasures.
Those haven't changed.
Yes, these are actually how you get victory points. Hoarding resources, if you trade in 1 of each resource, which means you get rid of them, you get 1 victory point. Defeating enemies, you get victory points. Even casting spells, you get victory points. Not finding spells, but if you are able to cast them.
Yeah.
And then finding treasure is also a good way to get victory points. Yeah. So there's a lot of way to get victory points, and that's from the base mode.
Right. There's more than one way to win the game. Which is really cool.
Turn phases. It's very simple. You have a beginning of the turn where, like if there are events that repeat, they happen, and then there's the action phase. Each character you have has 2 actions. They can, explore, harvest resources. Another cool thing is each character can harvest a resource. It's just the peasants are better at it.
Right.
Yeah.
I was gonna say everybody can do things. It's just like the resource gathering. They're just not as good at it.
Right. Exactly. And everyone has kind of their own special abilities and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But you can travel, which is move spaces. Of course, you can't go over lagoons unless you're, explorer. Harvest, defend, stuff like that. This will go over special actions. So these are the base actions that everyone can do. These are the special actions that special people can do. So like mages can cast spells, or you can attack and shoot with soldier and an archer. And this actually also breaks down ranges.
The ranges, yeah.
Which is very important because the archer has a minimum range of 2.
Yeah.
They can't fire at range 1, and the soldier only has a range 1.
Yeah.
But like explorer, stuff like that. And then there's the buy phase. Buy phase, you get to buy more of these people, and it'll say on the punch outs how much they cost, stuff like that. And then the promote unit, you can promote a unit to make it better, but that also gives you victory points if you promote a unit. But if you lose that unit that's promoted, you lose those victory points.
So you gotta keep them alive.
Keep them alive.
Or you can take out your opponents.
Yep. You can learn spells. That doesn't give you victory points until you use the spell. There are some really cool spells too, where like, if the map was like, you know, these tiles, there could be a spell that like flips like 4 of those, or like changes, or even like rotates an entire tile base. So there are some really fun spells. Goes over what each one is. It's nickel. Nickels and bounties.
And this was corn. I thought it was wheat. Oh, damn. But we got the spice right.
Spice and oak.
That's all that matters.
It's specifically oak too.
Yeah, it's not.
Not mahogany.
Not pine.
No, not pine.
It's oak.
Nobody wants pine. Special tiles, like gems, and then how to get gems. Gems are, you can use them for any resource, one of any resource for one gem. Special tiles, like fortresses and stuff like that. And then there's special treasures. These are my favorite part because they're a lot of fun. I personally haven't even gone through all the treasures in the base game because I don't want to see what they are. I want to be surprised by what they are.
There's a lot of treasures to go through.
Yeah. And then we get to the new stuff. That was basically all of the base game.
Yeah, that's a rundown of the base game. Yeah,
which is great that they included that in here.
Oh, yeah.
Because actually it's more elaborate than the base game's rulebook, which is nice. Because there were some kind of points where you had to homebrew, but they made it more elaborate.
Well, they had to too, because this is the 2-player variant.
Exactly, yeah. Now we get to the new stuff. This is going to add in the new monsters, which is the newest aspect of the game. But also, fault lines and land of abundance. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so there's like...
Because there were different play modes too.
Yeah, there's different play modes.
Style, like you could set the tiles up in specific ways and play those maps.
There's different scenarios.
Yeah.
But this also goes over. There's 4 monsters, big baddies, and then
and they kind of where they
how to place them. Monster actions is important, and then defeating the monsters in special circumstances.
Yeah.
And then 2 scenarios.
Yep.
In the very back, which is cool.
Yeah, they give you some basics on how those work.
Yeah. So I talked a lot, I'm sorry, but that's basically...
No, that's great. No, this is exactly what we wanted to see. And again, Stratos, Light and Darkness, this is a great game. The big base game is a ton of fun.
Yeah.
This looks like a condensed version for 2 players, which you can again add to the base game. Super good stuff. Let's hop out for a really quick recap. Well, that was Stratos, Light and Darkness. Again, really cool expansion. I gotta say, I like the 2-player aspect of it.
Adds a lot more cards. So like abilities the wizards can do, more exploration cards.
I like the monsters. I think that was nice.
I've always liked just the art style. It's kind of this cool, like kind of subtle art style. Very, very unique. But yeah, that's Stratos.
I love that it just adds that compact 2-player version that you can also add then to the main box set.
Yeah, I've always loved standalone expansions.
Yeah,
because if you don't even like feel like getting the base game, you can get this instead. So
yeah, again, it's just a really cool subset of the game. And if you haven't ever played Stratos, but you want to dip your toe into it, this is a great way to do it.
Yeah, definitely.
So pretty cool stuff. Let's crunch the numbers on this bad boy real fast.
Yes.
This is Stratos. Who's this one by?
This is by Board and Tail. They're kind of an indie developer from Canada. So.
Okay, cool. And this one is 14 and up.
Yep.
And playtime on this one, I believe,
40 minutes usually. Yeah.
And again, we mentioned that this is the 2-player standalone expansion, but you can add this into the base game.
Makes it up to 7.
Up to 7 players. So pretty cool stuff.
It's also $39.99.
$39. Okay, cool. And this is brand new, right?
Brand new in stores right now.
So go check it out. I'm Adam here from Bella Souls.
I'm Evan from Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy.
And this has been another Tabletop Spotlight. Thanks again for watching. Tabletop Spotlight brought to you by Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy. Thanks for watching.